Hello my loves! It has been a really long time since I've done a video for this channel, and for that I really apologize. I've just been trying to figure out a balance between YouTube and my family, and also just trying to figure out what I wanted to do for this channel. And so what I came up with was a series called Mommy Loves, and it's going to be all about being a mom and the things that I've done that really worked well for me, things that haven't worked well for me. So if you have any suggestions or things that you want to see, leave them in the comment section below. I wanted to start out by doing a video dedicated solely to new moms, because to me there wasn't a ton of content out there that was really helpful for me as a new mom. Like, I wanted something that could just help me when I have my firstborn. I didn't really know what to expect and what would be useful, what wouldn't be useful, all that kind of stuff. I just felt really overwhelmed. So I sat down and I wrote out 5 quick tips that I felt would be really useful for all you new moms out there. If you're looking to have kids, this is what I would have told myself before I went into labor and had my daughter. So with that being said, I will start with the first one, which is talk to a lactation consultant if you are planning to breastfeed. For those of you that don't know, breastfeeding is recommended over formula if you have the opportunity and you are able to breastfeed, because I understand not everyone is able to. So for me, it was a struggle trying to figure it out, because you and your baby are both trying to figure it out. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. You know, you just feel like it's just such a natural thing and it should just, you know, just happen. And it's not always like that. It can be painful if you're not doing it right. And so I went to a class the next morning after I gave birth to my daughter. We stayed overnight in the hospital because they want to monitor your baby, which is fantastic, and I got so much sleep that night. It was great. So the next morning, Chris and I went to a breastfeeding class with one of the lactation consultants at the hospital. And normally it would just be, you know, the woman and her baby, and there would be no men allowed in the room. And there would just be a bunch of moms and they would teach you about it. But because Chris and I were the only ones there, we had like a private one-on-one, which was amazing. So they really helped us, you know, learn the proper technique, what to look for, what to remember to do. And it was great that Chris was there with me as well, because then he could help remind me to keep my shoulders down and just relax, and, you know, like things like that that sometimes you forget when there's just so much information being pelleted at you and you're trying to figure all this stuff out. And then afterwards, they had a service that you could call into the hospital and talk to a lactation consultant there for the first month that your daughter was born at that particular hospital. So that was great, because then I would just call and talk to someone there when I was like, okay, well, she's not doing this right, or it really hurts on this side, or when it hurts when I do this, and they'll kind of walk you through. And I went back into the hospital and I went and sat down with the lactation consultant twice, I think, to make sure I was doing it properly, because I was so focused and I wanted to get it done and do it right. And I will tell you afterwards, it was the best decision I made of that entire time. At the beginning, I was exhausted. I was living off like 2 hours of sleep, but I made sure I got down there to do that, because it was so important. And I'm telling you, if you do breastfeeding right, it will not hurt. Okay? That is the biggest advice. If you can do breastfeeding and you can, like, medically you can do it, please do it. Do not give up on it. It is so important, and it's such great nutrition for your newborn. So that is my one biggest piece of advice I can give. Number 2, onesies are absolute gold. I wish I had known about onesies when my daughter was first born. I was like, because she was so small and I was so worried about her getting too cold or anything like that, or she wouldn't sleep really well if she was at all cold. I just had her in like 2 of the bodysuits and then a pair of leggings and then like booties and socks and stuff, trying to keep her warm. And then Chris and I went to Carter's and we saw these like really warm, fuzzy onesies. And so I was like, okay, I'll just buy 2 of them. Oh my gosh, she like lived in them. I just did laundry all the time. They were amazing. So we went out and bought more, and I just brought some so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. They're nice and they're fleecy, so they're really warm and they're super comfortable. They button up, so they're really easy to just kind of undo the bottom if you need to change her. And that way she still stays nice and warm up top, which is great. They have ones with the feet, and then they have the ones without the feet. I love this color, by the way. Is it not the most adorable thing ever? I love this. This is my favorite onesie ever. And they have like cute little, like, you know, cute little mice and foxes and llamas. Number 3 is drink lots of water if you are breastfeeding. I remember the first week I started breastfeeding Julia and I was downing water. Like I had 2 water bottles beside me at all times because I was just going through water so quickly. So I just bought one of these giant water bottles from, I think this is from Home Sense or something like that, but you can get them pretty much anywhere, and this holds a ton of water, and I just keep it beside the nursing chair, and I just have it with me at all times. I remember I wasn't getting enough water at one point, and I just felt really dizzy and off balance and off in general. So I called my doctor and they're like, you're probably just dehydrated. So I just made sure to drink a lot of water, and it makes such a huge difference. Number 4 is Bouncy Seats. I love the Bouncy Seat, and obviously every child is different. Not every child is going to respond to a Bouncy Seat, but my daughter really loves it, and it's great because it's portable. I have the Fisher-Price Snuggle Bunny one, so it's great. I can just super lightweight, bring it upstairs if I need to do my makeup or do some chores upstairs, and she's content just looking at the mobile or, you know, playing with a toy or her blankets or something like that. And then last but not least, I want to talk about this board that I found on Amazon. I will link it in the down bar. Oh my gosh, it's the best thing. This board is great. That was really loud. Newborns respond really well to high contrast, so black and white is super important in the beginning stages of your newborn kind of developing, you know, just shapes and learning and all those fun things. And this is a great distraction too, because at the beginning she hated getting her diaper changed, hated it. So having this board just kind of sitting on the side distracted her long enough that I could get her diaper changed. What's great about it is on one side it has all the black and white images, and on the other side, I'm not going to show you fully because I don't want to blind you, but it has a mirror, and obviously babies love to see themselves. So it's just great because it's multi-purpose, and if they're getting bored with one side, you can just flip it to the other one and flip it back. And we put it in the car for her to help distract her. Like, it's just a great piece. It's very inexpensive, and yeah, I just really love this. So I hope this was helpful for all you new moms out there. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more Mommy Loves videos. Stay tuned, I will put up a new video soon, either next week or the week after. I'm gonna try and get better at making this a priority and making sure that I have updated content for you guys, especially around the mom stuff. I mean, this is all stuff that, like, I'm learning as I'm going, and this is the stuff that really works for me, and I have a bunch of really great ideas for the Mommy Love stuff, so I'm really excited to share it with you guys. Again, if you have any requests, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to go and check out Rach Loves. I'm putting up new videos every Tuesday and Thursday if you're interested in that stuff, and I hope to see you guys soon. Love you girls. Mwah.